Hello everybody, welcome to the farm. It's mid-March, and for our operation that means that the farming season is officially kicked off. This time of year is absolutely hectic. We're doing cleanups of all beds and reshaping things and getting the soil ready for planting. At the same time, we're doing a lot of planting seedings into trays that will later be transplanted. We're also doing direct seeding in the field. In addition to that, we have all those lingering winter projects that we haven't gotten to or we haven't had a chance to complete, including putting up some of the new high tunnels that I've been documenting in other videos. And we are getting ready for the beginning of the farmers market season in 2 weeks. We also need to work on our conditioning post-harvesting station where we do all the washing and cleaning of vegetables and all that. So things get very busy around this time. The beginning of the growing season is a really exciting time, but it can also be a very stressful time, especially for small operations like ours. Luckily, the excitement of growing food and bringing it to market provides a lot of momentum and motivation for farmers to get going, and that's a great thing. For me in particular, just thinking about all the work that has to be done in the next few days is overwhelming. However, the thought of going back to farmers market in 2 weeks, of reconnecting with my customers, reconnecting with other farmers and the whole culture, setting up the booth and all that, is so invigorating and gives me a lot of excitement and energy, and I'm so looking forward to that. Our operation has grown to the point that it is impossible for me to carry on with all the things that we have to do. And so one of the things that I'm most grateful for and excited about this particular week is that our farm crew joins in to help us out with work. I'm so grateful that I'm able to bring the same people who worked for me last year. It's our wonderful, young, enthusiastic folks that can get a lot done and very proactive. They're very interested, that they love what they do here, and that is quite a blessing. And so today we're gonna get ourselves busy, and just like that, my hard-working crew has reported in for work, and they jumped in. They hit the ground running, as they say. So today's first order of business is to get the 2 hoop houses up. So let's see how far we can get. Well, things move very fast when you have help, and so here we have these very energetic guys that are going to be working. We got both houses actually put up in record time. We did that very fast, and now we're gonna attach the center purlins, which is what holds the whole structure together. All right, good. Well, the crew just left. It's been an intense day, but very, very productive. I'm very happy. We got the last 2 frames for our new high tunnels up, and so this is exciting because the structures are up. You know what they're going to look like, and so we still need to adjust the purlins on top to make sure everything is tight. And then we'll add the plastic and look something like what you see there in the background. So that is really cool. As I let the crew out, I stayed back here just contemplating and taking a little bit of a spiritual time, thinking and reflecting and praying and and looking around, which is something that I enjoy very much doing here at the farm. So I came back here where we have our pig pens that we raised a few pigs last summer, and I found something really cool that I want to share with you. And so I'm just gonna come in. So as far as our raising pigs, we do several things. Sometimes we raise them entirely in the forest, like right behind me. You can see some wooded area where we put electric fence or electric netting, and they'll move in the forest, and then we create these little paddocks where they will live. Sometimes we do a combination of forest and pasture, and sometimes, like last year, which was very busy, we decided to keep them in pens. These pens are 16 by 16, made out of hog panels. And so, but we did a deep bedding system. What that means is that we were constantly adding bedding material to the ground for a couple of reasons. The first one was to keep the pen clean, free from smell, and we did very well on that. The second was to provide ground for them to root. Pigs naturally like to root, and so this way, by adding to the ground, they will come and they root. A third reason for that is that we could use this as a compost pile while the pigs are still in. And so we're adding, mostly what we're using were wood chips that we'll get from a tree service company. So this bedding here is a thick layer of bedding, so maybe 1 to 2 feet. As I dig into this material, I see lots of earthworms that are enriching the soil, making it so full of life. And there's so many living things, creeping things, microscopic things that are all working into turning this mixture of wood chips and pig poop and all that into a rich organic matter. This is going to be great compost. So we're going to let this break down for a few months, and then this is going to be a very rich material that is going to go back into our soil that we're building here in the farm. And so March is indeed a month of madness here at the farm. There's so many things going on, so many things that require attention, so many things that require attention immediately. And yet the satisfactions of doing things and the satisfactions of the little things, like digging into the compost pile and seeing all the biological activity that is happening there, makes it well worth it. Knowing that we're serving the land, that we're returning all this life, all this fertility back into the soil, is something that is so incredibly rewarding. And so we're humbled that we can help the planet by doing little things like that. But you can do many things too, from composting, recycling, turning off the lights. All of those little things can make a big difference when we add them all together. So it is the little things that can make the difference, and especially when we do those little things with love. I hope this video has brought joy to you. Certainly has brought a lot of joy to me, and I hope that you consider coming back. In the meantime, blessings to you. See you soon.